Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we are going after none other than the Swine Prince. Now, I'm excited about this one, and I've said this a lot, but for reals though, this is a boss that I think we can trounce. This really is a question of, like, do you know how to fight this boss? This isn't a damage race. This isn't a... this isn't, a race against time. This isn't a question of weighing your priorities. This is straight up, did you learn how to fight this? And we did, like a year and a half ago. So let's get started.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
Had to run away there for a minute.
A nameless abomination.
Forgot my
Testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
Forgot my bottle opener, and today I brought a big buff beer for a big buff boss. That's right, we brought back an old friend of the show. Yes, none other than Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout, the only organic chocolate stout made by Samuel Smith. So, how does this run look so far? Well, we started off with scouting, which is fantastic because that informs our decisions greatly. And we really do want to take sort of the optimal route to the boss. Now, by optimal route, I don't mean that we're necessarily going to be trying to avoid a maximum amount of fights. We aren't going to try and necessarily scum the most treasure, because I get the impression that from this particular party and this particular boss that we are going to be in fantastic shape to run around pretty much with impunity once all is said and done. And I think we're gonna be able to pick this dungeon pretty well clean. So what do I mean by that? I mean, I want to follow routes that are going to give us quick access to curios. So within the first couple rooms of a hallway, I want to be able to choose a path that's going to allow us to pop in, 2 or 3 different hallways and see if we can get a keg. Because I think that is an amazing way for us to really, really pop off and, just completely trivialize the boss fight. So hopefully we can fight a shambler, because that kind of was my big goal coming into this dungeon. Is I think we can knock out a boss, and if we can get a shambler in the same run, I mean, 2 birds with 1 stone. So damn, that's some nice treasure. Okay, so this is the scouting I was talking about. And see, look at all of these routes. So with very little commitment, we can pop in, see if there's anything we want, and if we don't like it, no problem. We just make sure that the last path that we take is the direction that we actually intend to go. And I like this one because, it's going to take us past a lot of curios, or allow us to quickly scout a bunch of curios, and hopefully get 1, 2 kegs. That would be really ideal. And this party is kind of an old favorite of mine. It's the marking party. So basically pick a target and pick them apart. But there's lots of neat little advantages that come with this party on top of that really great burst damage. You have tons of control, lots of lots of stun potential. You get healing from 2 sources, and the Arbalist's natural healing, healing received buff that she applies every time she heals somebody really lets you get those big heals in and get a lot of value for, a round at the end of combat, where basically all you're doing is scumming up and getting your party fighting fit for the next go around. So I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna have a little a little sip here. Let Samuel Smith get a word in edgewise. God damn, Samuel. All right. Damn, Sam. So that's kind of tempting, but I think there's too much backtracking involved, and there's honestly probably a bit too much backtracking involved anyway, but I didn't want to backtrack even more. And yeah, you know what? I think this is worth it. Obviously, I don't want to commit to going north because that's going to cut off our access to these nice hallways. And we already know if we head east into that next room, we're going to get one curio straight away, so that's good. And plus, with a party like this, you have lots of trap disarming potential. You know, bounty hunter naturally quite good at it. Grave robber, I think the best, except maybe the Houndmaster. But anyway, yeah, look at this. See, by coming to the east, we got, okay, perfect. There is our first keg, and it would be amazing if we could get like one more. So let's see what we're gonna do here. So does anybody remember if the Swine Prince is a double wide boss? Like, I think he is. Like, he's real big. But my question is he double wide, or is he one of the rare, very rare triple wide enemies in the game? I honestly don't remember, so that's making planning a little bit hard. Obviously, I'd like to get as much scouting as possible. I know we've pretty well scouted the entire dungeon already, but yeah, sort of the nightmare scenario is that, yeah, you take an ambush while you are sort of doing your cleanup when you're supposed to be taking a victory lap, and you end up heaping on a whole bunch of stress, maybe potentially running into, like, walking away with a disease or something like that. And yeah, you know, nobody wants to end the night with a disease. Just go to bed itchy. That's no fun, and it definitely is no way to cap off an evening. So I guess, yeah, I'm a little bit worried because we are leaving ourselves vulnerable to a nighttime ambush. So for all of that posturing about how important it is not to expose yourselves to ambush, the most preventable ambush possible, and I definitely availed myself to it there, so whoopsie daisy. Alright, so swing and a miss there, and there, so that's annoying. But yeah, we still have one keg. Now, I did break my own rule. I did say that we should go to the hallway that we want to actually pass through last, and I definitely did not do that, so foolish me, I guess. But I mean, if you look at the situation that our party's in, I mean, we are, god damn it, god damn it, I'm an amateur. Yeah, if you look at the situation that our party's in, this is incredible. This is the dream right here. Basically a perfectly healthy party, well fortified, well suited to take on the boss. And now you might, that's annoying. Okay. Now you might be saying to yourself, Timepants, I thought you said that you did not want to go north, or I thought you said that you wanted to, you know, maximize your chances to get those curios. And yes, I am passing up on two fairly easily picked up or easily scouted curios there, but here's the thing, we don't have any more herbs. Foolish me, I forgot to pack a sufficient amount, especially since we knew that our arbalest was going to probably be getting into, probably going to be getting into one, just because the debuff on restring crossbow is bad enough that we really don't want to deal with that. This party is fuck amazing. Like, I'm trying to see a weakness here, and really the only one that I'm coming up with is Positionally, it is a bit strict because, I mean, the Arbalest functions fine from rank 3, but she can't heal rank 4. So that's a little annoying. And if the Occultist is in rank 2, obviously he loses access to healing. But other than that, pretty clear winner. So yeah, obviously we don't want any AoE in this fight. And this is the secret. And I think every single time that I have attempted the Swine Prince with this brilliant idea of bringing Rallying Flare to clear the mark off, I've forgotten to actually learn it, because this is, I will admit, the only time I ever really use it. But what a use it is. I don't know how much experience you have fighting the Swine Prince with somebody who can clear mark, but just watch this shit. Like, this is about to pop off. So yeah, obviously you want to you want to crit. I was gonna say the bonus damage from Thrown Dagger on the marked target is tempting, but yeah, you want to get everybody in their optimal positions as quickly as possible. And who do we want to remove the mark from? I mean, honestly, we've done enough damage that it's kind of tempting to... I did not know it wiped the mark off of all targets. And yeah, there you go. He, instead of does like his obliterate attack, he just does, yeah, that flailing, and God, what a huge difference in the amount of damage you don't take. But yeah, I was saying, obviously the bonus damage on Thrown Dagger from a marked target is good, but yeah, getting everybody to where they can really just sort of operate at their optimal level is probably the higher priority. Holy shit. Like, it was hard for me to conceive of a situation where we popped off more than against the Hag. This might be it. I mean, this is a sound drubbing. And, I mean, I wanted to heal the Occultist, but, like, why would you? There's no point. Okay, so I guess it is a triple wide enemy. But yeah, why would you even heal? This is just a decidedly powerful boss fight, or boss fighting party, and the fact that we get to negate the boss's, or one... Yeah, the boss's strongest attack for free each turn is, like, at the cost of just one single unit's attack. Just unbelievable. I am shocked that they didn't do something to compensate for the fact that, yeah, the Swine Prince is basically helpless if you have a well-equipped Arbalest in the party. So holy shit, that was a beating. And there is absolutely no reason whatsoever that we do not continue and just, yeah, pick this dungeon completely clean. So the only question is, which way do you go? Honestly, those curios were tempting enough that I think it's worth a look, and the hits keep coming. Like, as long as, really at this point, the objective is get as much treasure as possible and keep the stress total down. A little disappointing. As long as we manage that, like, everything here is a bonus. This is all gravy. So now the question becomes, alright, this is clever. Okay, I like this. So it's likely that her blind fire was going to kill one of those targets, and the huge speed buff that we get for using that basically meant whoever didn't get killed, she would wipe out in, like, the opening part of the next round. I thought it was cute. Did it make a big difference in the long run? Probably not. Map, okay. At this point, I kind of would prefer treasure, because we have pretty accurate lay of the land. There's really... Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with more scouting, although that wasn't exactly the Okay, this is getting a little bit silly. Yeah, I mean, mapping is obviously nice at this point, but there's only so much treasure that we can carry home. So yeah, it probably didn't need like the second map on top of the scouting there. And that was a little bit risky, but at this point I kind of god damn it, I just got rid of that holy water, didn't I? At this point I kind of like the idea of, yeah, taking a few chances if it means that we can go back with like a fully de-stressed party. And this should be, yeah, this should be cake, basically. I mean, we're doing well enough that the dungeon doesn't have to keep giving us these freebies. So I kind of want to keep the bandages and the torch and the anti-venom, because if we find a Shambler Shrine, like, I want to do it. This is an ideal party for that. But at this point, I think we have to look at the number of curios left. And yeah, I don't think there is a high enough chance that one of the couple of curios that we have not scouted or outright opened probably is not going to be the one that contains the Shambler Shrine. Now, if we stumble across one and, you know, I lost the faith too early, by all means, blame me for that, but I don't think, yeah, with this little dungeon to go, that, especially since we need to start thinking about just walking out of here with everything that we have, I don't think at this point we commit to finding a Shambler. That's, I think, a very good play, holding on to torch, bandages, anti-venom. I think that's a great play for the opening half, or like right after the boss when there's still a lot of dungeon left to explore. But yeah, at this point, sadly, no. I'm a little disappointed, but yeah. And the other thing is, this party's so fast. It's full of high speed characters. Like, the lone character with sort of disappointing speed is the Arbalest, and I mean, 4 speed isn't bad, and the ability to pump her speed through the roof. Good grief. I mean, that is just the icing on the cake. 25% crit chance with a thrown dagger. Like, where's the weakness of this party? I can't see it. This is too good. I am shocked that they permit this party to exist. So at this point, yeah, we are really just kind of just trying to trade our treasure up, and it's getting a little bit hard. You know, which of your children do you love the least? Obviously the middle one, but which middle one? So yeah, I don't see that trinket ever actually seeing use, and I think it's, I don't remember how much we get for selling that trinket. I think it's likely that we stack up enough, like, gems or gold that we probably get more for that slot. Probably, and at this point I'm willing to wager that we do. I mean, ultimately it'll probably come down to what? A difference of 400 to 600 gold at most. So yeah, that slot is too much of a premium to hold on to something like a trinket of that little value. So at this point, I think we have to say it's been a good run, but it is time to take our final bow. So let's go in here, drop some ouch. Eee. This could potentially be a stressful encounter. Like, I'm not worried about the damage that this encounter can do, but sort of the long-term implications of, say, a bad first round. Although it's becoming increasingly difficult to imagine such a round. But yeah, the long-term implications of a bad first round, especially, or a bad encounter, you know, an unlucky dice roll, could result in us walking away with a disease which is expensive to cure or a lot of stress. But at this point, I think we have to call this managed. That sucks, though. That actually really sucks. And if we get a disease, I'm going to be so mad. Okay. Crisis averted, I suppose. Still not the greatest outcome, but that makes up for it. So with that, I think we bow out here. This dungeon has been good for us, great even, and yeah, I don't think there's really a lot of reason to stick around, especially with no food left. So I am gonna have a celebratory swig. There you go. Put her there, Samuel. God damn. Can you believe they don't sponsor me? It's unreal. So, that was okay. And a little bit of stress relief. I don't really like the tavern as stress relief, but you know what? That's fine. That run was amazing, and another boss next time. So, I'll see you then.